Magandang buhay para sa ating lahat. Narito na naman po tayo for our discussion for the angles, relationships, and similar triangles. Pero before that, sana po mag-subscribe muna kayo sa aking YouTube channel para at least updated kayo sa mga lectures natin. Okay. So, itong lecture natin galing to sa Pearson Education Incorporated. Okay, so let's start. We have vertical angles. When lines intersect, angles opposite each other are called vertical angles. Ayan. So, ito yan. Vertical angle. Ayan. Nag-intersect sila. So, we have point Q, R, M, P, and N. Okay. So, vertical angles in this picture, we have M, N, M, P. Ayan. N, M, P. Ayan. N, M, P. Ayan. And R, M, Q, and QMN, and last is RMP. So, yan yung ating mga vertical lines or vertical angles pala I mean. Okay, how do we measure of vertical angles compare? Kasi actually, pag nakita mo naman yan, ito, dalawa na to, yan, equal yan. Ito, equal din to, di ba? Yung QMR tsaka NMP ay equal yan. Yung RMP and QMN are equals. Equals yung mga yan. Okay, so vertical angles have equal measures. Ayan, oh. Sabi nga dyan. So, paano naman yung parallel lines? So, parallel lines are lines that lie in the same plane and do not intersect. So, ganit, kunyari yan, line nito. Hindi sila magi-intersect ha. So, yan kasi yun ang rule ng parallel lines. So, when a line Q intersect two parallel lines Q is called a transversal. So, yun yung tinatawag natin transversal. O, paano ba yan? For example, meron tayong dalawang parallel line. Itong line Q na to, o yung point Q na yan, itong line Q na yan, nag-intersect doon sa dalawang parallel line, ang tawag doon ay transversal. Yan. So, yung angles and relationships, check natin. So, a transversal intersecting parallel lines forms 8 angles with the following names and relationships. So, check natin yan. So, ito makita natin exterior, interior, exterior, nasa labas, saka nasa loob, saka nasa labas uli. So, pag chinek natin yan, yung alternate interior angles, we have 4 and 5. Ito yung 4 and 5, 3 and 6. So, ang angles measures are equal. So, nga na ito yan, yun, no? 4 and 5, 3 and 6. Okay. Pag sinabi mo alternate exterior angles, we have 1 and 8. Kasi ang angles nun ay measures are equal. So, 2, 2, and 7. Ito yun, yung 7 tsaka yung 2. Equal din yun. Pag sinabi mo interior angles on the same side of the transversal, we have 4 and 6. Yan yung mine-measure as, pag inad mo din dalawa, 180 degrees. Yan dalawa na yan. Okay, yan. Yan, tsaka ito. Daw, sa amin ganon. And then, 3 and 5. Pag inad mo rin yung dalawang angle na yun, 180 degrees. And then, corresponding angles, 2, 6, 1, and 5. 3, 7, 4, and 8. Angles measures are equal. Diba? We're looking for we're looking for an angle measures. So find the measure of each marked angles given that lines MN are parallel. So yan. So ito yung parallel line na yan. So nakita mo yung dalawa na yan, ito tsaka ito ay equal. So in order to solve for the x, pwede natin silang equate, di ba? So sabi nga dyan, what is the relation between this angle? Eh, equal nga yan, di ba? So alternate exterior with equal measures. Ayan ang sinasabi natin kanina pa. So, yung equation natin, yan, di ba? 6x plus 4 is equal to 10x minus 80. So, check natin yan. Pag nilipat natin sa kabila tong 80, magiging positive. Itong x sa kabila, magiging negative x or 6x, I mean. So, pag 10 minus 6 is 4x. 80 plus 4 is 84. So, pag dinivide natin both side by 4, we have 21. So, 21 to. Ngayon, kailangan natin malaman kung anong angle measurement ng angle. So, ang gagawin natin, so, isa-substitute natin yung value ng x dito sa 6x plus 4. Okay. So, pag sinabstitute natin 6x plus 4 o 6 times 21 plus 4 is 130 degrees. Pag 130 to, dapat 130 din yung baba. Diba? Kasi nga equal sila eh. So, check natin. So, 10x minus 80. So, 10 times 21 minus 80 is 130 degrees. So, parehas sila. So, tama yung ating equation. Okay, next. Angle sum of a triangle. Okay, so, the no, wait. The instructor will ask specified students to draw these three triangles, distinctly different shapes. All the side or all the angles will be cut off each triangle and placed side by side with the vertical vertices touching. What do you notice? Sum of the three angles. The result is a straight line. Diba? Pero alam natin na the sum of the measure of the angles of any triangle is 180. Hindi pwedeng sumobra, hindi pwedeng magkulang. 180 degrees. Okay. Applying the angle sum. Okay, for example, this one. So the measure of two angles of the triangle are 52 degrees and 65 degrees. Find the measure of the third angle. So we're looking for this angle. Alam natin tong triangle is 180 degrees ang kanyang equal angle. So, ang gagawin natin, gawa tayo ng equation kasi 65 plus 52 plus x is 180. So, ayan, di ba yung ating solution? So, pag pinag-add natin dalawa na to, we have 117 degrees plus x is equal to 180. So, x is equal to, transpose na sa kabila, magiging 180 minus 117 is equal to 62 degrees. So, ito ay 63 degrees. Yan, yung ating angle na yan. Madali lang, di ba? So, the third angle of the triangle measures 63 degrees. So, yun yung hinahanap. Dali lang siya, di ba? Yung equate lang tayo. Okay, next. Triangle, types of triangle name based on angles. Okay, so alam natin, di ba, remember, diniscuss na natin yung mga acute angle, mga right triangle, mga ganon. Okay, ito naman. So, itong acute triangle, ito yan. Tapos, yung right triangle, obtuse triangle, di ba, yung mga yan. And then, we have equilateral and triangle kasi yung sides niya ay equal. Pag isosceles, yung two sides niya are equal. Pag scalene, no sides are equal. Similar and congruent triangles. Okay. So triangles that have exactly the same shape but not necessarily the same size are similar triangles. Okay. So ayan, for example, we have ABC and then triangle DEF. So pag inobserbahan natin dito, triangle that have exactly the same shape and the same size are called congruent triangles. So pag chinek mo, same kon ba sila? Same shape? Same size? Check natin. Ito yung same size. Ano? Kasi ito kasi, similar lang sila. Ayan. Pero hindi sila same size. Unlike sa congruent triangles, ito ang same. Di ba? GHK, LM, N. Di ba? Pero pag chinek mo yung mga angle na yan, parehas sila ng angle. Di ba? Pero, hindi sila same ng mismong ng size pala, I mean. Kasi similar lang sila. Okay. Next, we have condition for the triangles, similar triangles. For example, we have corresponding angles must have the same measures. So, A, D, di ba yung sinasabi ko, B and E, C and F. Yun yung sinasabi ko kanina, di ba yung mga angle niya? Magkakamukha yan. So, corresponding sides must be proportional. That is, their ratios must be equal. Okay, di ba? For example, we have AB, over DE. So, ratio of proportion yan, di ba? And then BC, EF, AC, and DF. Di ba? Yan ang mga ratio of proportion niya. Kung yan, magsosolve ka ng equation, pwede mong gamitin yung mga yan. Similar triangle relationship. So the sides that are opposite their corresponding angles are called corresponding sides. So when two triangles are similar, the ratios of the corresponding sides are equal. For we have length of the side of AB over the length side of A prime and B prime, di ba? Is equal to the length of the side of BC over the length side of B prime over BC. Or equals the length side ng AC over the length of A prime and C prime. Yan. Yun. So, yun yung mga ratio proportion natin na pwede natin gawing equation. Yung mga yan. Di ba? Kailan tama. So, finding the angle measures on similar triangles. So, we have triangle ABC and DEF are similar. So, we're looking for the measures of angles of D and E. So, for example, yan, 112. Pero ako, pag tinignan ko kagad, nakita natin, di ba? Yung angle na to ay 35, ang angle na to ay 33. Di ba? Kasi nga, similar to kasi triangle sila eh, di ba? Okay, so, since the triangle is similar, corresponding angles have the same measures. So, the angle of D correspond to angle A. So, which is measures of D is 35 degrees. Di ba? Ganun din sa E. Kasi nga angle E corresponds to angle B. So, the measures of E is 33 degrees. So, di ba? Madali lang. Basta alam pagka similar triangles, equal yung kanilang mga angle. Pero yung side sila hindi equal ha. Kasi makikita mo naman. Okay. Next. If the two triangles below are similar, find the length of B prime C prime. Sides B prime C side. Okay. So dito, gagawa tayo ng equation. Di ba? So alam natin, itong AB, tsaka yung A prime, B prime, pwede natin yan, di ba? A, yan. Yan. So to begin, we will use the variable x. So to solve for the unknown. Ito, yan, yung B prime, C prime. So the lengths were not asked to find. So now we want to write the ratios to corresponding sides. Sides A and AB and AB are corresponding. So sides BC are and BC are as well. So actually prime po yun. A prime, A prime, A prime, B prime, and then B prime and C prime. So the ratio form from these corresponding sides will be equal. So di ba ito sinasabi siya, length of the side of AB over the length of the side of A prime, B prime, and then the length of sides BC over the length of B prime, C prime. Kasi para masolve natin yung equation. So pag ginamit natin yan, alam natin itong 8 over 6 for this one. And then this one is 12. So we use x to solve for this side. Yan. Cross multiply. So 8 times x. So 8x, 6 times 12 is 72. Pag dinivide natin both side by 8, makukuha natin 9. So the length of the side B prime, C prime is 9 inches. Dito, makukuha natin dito. Di ba? Madali lang, di ba? Madali lang natin intindihin. Okay. So, if a tree casts a shadow 12 feet long, so ito yon. And then at the same time, a person who is 5'10" inches tall casts a shadow of 5 feet. So, ito yung shadow ng tao. So, we're looking for the height of the tree. Galing ano? So, check natin. Both triangles in the diagram are right triangles. So, and since the sun makes the same angle with the group ground in both diagrams, the triangle have two corresponding angles equal and must be similar. That means we can set up and solve a proportion. So, di ba remember we can so the ratio proportion, the height ng tao over the length nung tao na yun, yung kanyang shadow. And then the height ng tree over the shadow ng tree. So nakita natin dito, kasi ang height ng lalaki is 5 feet and 10 inches. So we have to convert into feet. So alam natin 12 inches is equal to 1 foot, di ba? So conversion. So makita natin conversion yan. So 10 over 12. So 10 over 12 is 5 over 6 or 0.833. So plus 5, that is 5.83 over 5 is equal to x over 12. So cross multiply. So 5.8333 times 12 is 10. Ah, di ba? So pagka, I know, no, but 10 yun. 5.833 times 12 is 70. Yan. 10 kasi yung, ano yan, yung pag minultiply natin dalawa, mali. Hindi natin na isama yung 5. Okay, so pag dinivide both side by 5, we have 14 feet. Diba? Yan. So, natin yung ginawa natin to. Yan. So, nagkakaintindihan. So, height daw ng tree ay 14 feet. Ganun siya kataas. Next, we're looking for the side of the length of the similar triangle. So, we have triangle ABC and DEF are similar. So, find the length of the unknown sides in triangle DEF. So, ayan, ito, given na naman. 16, 32. So, yung dalawa lang yan, pwede na natin gamitin, di ba? Over 64 over this one or 48 over this one. So, masosolve natin yan. Okay, so, write the proportion involving corresponding sides with one unknown. So, for example, to find the side DE, so alam natin, pwede natin itong AC over DF or yan, kasi nga, kasi we're looking for the DE. So, yan. AC over DF. And then, AB over DE. So, we have cross multiply 32 times X. And then, 16 times 64, we have 10, 24. So, X is equal to 32. So, itong side na to ay 32. Ngayon, paano naman yung FE? O, ganun din ang gawin natin. Or EF, di ba? The side, to look for, or to find the side FE. So, ganun din. 32 over 16, 48 over x. So, cross multiply 32 times x is equal to 16 times 48, that is 768. So, we have x is equal to 24. So, ito yung 24 na yan ng FE. So, madali lang, di ba? Okay, next, we have the application of similar triangles. So, a lighthouse casts a shadow of 64 meters long. At the same time, the shadow cast by a mailbox 3 meters high is 4 meters long. So, we're looking for the height of the lighthouse. So, ayan. So, the two triangles are similar. So, the corresponding sides are in proportion. So, 3 over 4 is equal to x over 64. So, cross multiply 4 times x is equal to 3 times 64, which is 192. And then divide both sides by 4. So, we have x is equal to 48. So, ito, ang height na to ay 48 meters. Taas, ano. So, yan. Okay, next meeting, we'll be discussing the trigonometric function. So, I hope na nagkaintindihan tayo. So, do not forget to subscribe. Thank you. Ciao.